For Joseph Parker vs Anthony Joshua Day of Destiny Facebook page. You probably want to join as quick as you can. Get that news first. I am going to talk about the Anthony Joshua vs Carlos Takam fight and what I view myself as a premature stoppage and actually a really bad stoppage. And if you look at explain why, you look at Carlos Takam's tactics, that's why I think it's a bad stoppage, not for any other real reason. All I could say is if there was Anthony Joshua who got stopped that way, I'm pretty sure there would have been a lot of noise about it, because Takam was nowhere near out. So I'll touch on Takam's tactics and why I think he still was actually a realistic chance of winning the fight. So I'll start off, when I look at the scorecards, and Takam, I think, he's won one round in the first 9. I'm not surprised by that, because Joshua has more ability to land just from his size. And personally, I actually don't think Takam was trying to win rounds. That was not his strategy. So the people that are saying that Takam was going to lose badly anyway, no matter what, I don't agree with that. His strategy to me was to fight the first 9 rounds just quietly, keeping his strength up, keeping AJ off him, and landing as many body shots as he possibly could in that time. Not really going for the head, going for the body, and just slowing Joshua down. And Joshua was implementing his game plan quite well up to probably the 5th or 6th round. And then we noticed, and we all saw it, Joshua visibly slowed down. And Takam started going quite alright. We got to the 9th, same thing, pretty even for those few rounds. Then we come to round 10, and this to me is where Takam was about to instigate his game plan. Now, he'd slowed Joshua down, we'd all seen it, and Takam started to attack. But the class of Joshua actually landed straight away on Takam, nullifying his strategy immediately. And the ref stopped it right there. So as soon as Takam opened up, he got hit, and the ref stopped it. And that's really, for Takam's strategy, that's a really, if he hadn't known that before the fight, he wouldn't have done that strategy, obviously. So I'm not saying Takam would have won, and I'm not saying that Joshua would not have knocked him out in that flurry. He may well have. But Takam's strategy, which now we'll never know if it would have worked, never got the chance to work. And that's what frustrates me about this fight. And has allowed AJ to continue on with his unbeaten streak. Now, he could have easily, to me, he could have tied really badly in those last 2 rounds and actually still lost this fight. There's people that are saying, oh no, Joshua was going to win no matter what. I mean, they're talking out of their ass. They do not know that. And I don't think it's even occurred to them Takam's strategy. And as I say, Takam never tried to even really win a round. So why would you do that unless you had a specific plan at the end of the fight to try to instigate? And that, to me, his plan could have worked, but never got the chance to work. Now, this video isn't about how Takam got robbed, because to me, 3 different groups of people got robbed. Takam obviously never got the chance to instigate his game plan. It's very sad for him. The fans, who are very important, and I think this card to me was actually, from Hearn's perspective, was actually a slight fail. Joshua never got that highlight reel knockout. This fight, if it had continued, those last 2 rounds could have been 6 of the best minutes of boxing we could have hoped to see. If Takam had have got going and Joshua had to fight him off and then fight back. It could have been actually an epic finish. So AJ got robbed of the fans got robbed of the epic finish. And as I just said, AJ also got robbed because he never got the chance to make this. As mentioned previously, he reckons in his career there might be 5 epic fights. If the ref had have allowed it to continue, that 5th fight, this fight could have been one of those fights. And so to me, the whole fight, come end, was very, very disappointing and very, very unnecessary. Especially when you're someone like Takam, you wait so long for a shot, and after the Parker fight, he must have been so distressed, wondering where he was going to go. He still hadn't made a lot of money out of boxing, so I'm actually very happy he got the shot because he deserved it. But you know, if I'm a fighter like Takam and I get in the ring with someone like Joshua, I'm putting so much forever in a day training, all the mental energy, everything, all the costs of travelling, blah blah, all the talk, so much energy into it, and the referee stops you because you've got a couple of facial cuts and you've been hit. Well, to me, that's not good enough. If I'm in those boots, I want to be down on the canvas. I want to know that there's nothing left out there. And I'd rather go out like that, and I'm sure Takam would have too. And even Joshua will rather go out like that. So now we've seen 4 premature stoppages in my opinion now in 4 big fights. With the Vlad stoppage was premature slightly, not too bad, but still Vlad could have possibly fought back. In the 2 Gerald Washington fights, where he's just been able to walk back to his corner as well. So he wasn't anywhere near as staggered as Vlad and supposedly Takam in this one, which he wasn't. So my point is, basically got robbed, the fans got robbed, and AJ got robbed. So I'm not taking sides. It's just really, really disappointing that the ref decided to turn what could have been an awesome 9.5 with 6 minutes to go. Could have been a 9.5 finish, and he guaranteed it was a 6. And I don't think Joshua may have realised yet. He may look back on that and go, oh, I was robbed of what my chance was to do there. So basically that is all I really wanted to say. But I think AJ's brain took a wee hit. He got a few little more flaws exposed, stepped up and didn't really knock out Takam. He could have, but he didn't. We don't know that he would have. He might have saved his own ass getting knocked out. But as I said, he's taken a hit, but I think he did grow a wee bit in the fight because he always does. So he's actually got through it, and good on him. And we'll look forward to who he fights next. Alright.